Hi YouTube, it's Elon QP here, and I found a couple of things that I wanted to share with you. I've been shopping. I bought a paper Trey Ink Make It Market kit, the big one, and it comes with these, I don't know the plural, but it's a cloche, cloches maybe. Anyway, so this is the size that they had. They are now on out of stock. Luckily I bought a few, but I wanted a few more, so I went in search of them, and I found some that are very similar. Before my iPad times out, I'm going to show you the name of them in case you decide that they are for you. There they are on Amazon.com. I bought 30. Okay, and let's show you how they stack up to the actual paper tray ones. The thing that I found that is different, I'm so sorry for all of the crinkle, is the height of the stand. And by that I mean the part right here. The Amazon one will be always in my right hand, and it is taller, but the diameter is what's important, because in order to use it with the dies that come from paper tray, you need the diameter to be the same, and it is. And then you need the height of the bell to be the same, and you also need for the die to be able to fit in there. Let me see if I have my cutouts. I'm going to pause right here and get my cutout. Okay, so here is the paper tray, and it fits. Let me bend it. In the paper tray. It would have another one to the back of it. Let's see if I can get another one out. Did I cut two? Yes, I did. You bend it, and then what you do is you glue them back to back. And they stand in there like that. So let's put top on. It's the paper tray one, and it fits. So there you see it fits in that one, and in the one from Amazon. It also fits. So if you can't get any from paper tray, you have an Amazon option. So that's first thing. Then all the rage now is playing with watercolor and alcohol inks on Yupo. And Yupo's kind of expensive. I didn't price this because I've had it for years, even before the rage was in. So I have no idea what I paid for it. But I found a very inexpensive option. Let me pause. Okay, I went and I got a price for Yupo paper. This is 11 by 14, so is this. And this is how many sheets? Yep, the same, 10 sheets, and it is 16, come on, $16.73 with Prime on Amazon. But Nina Ribena here on YouTube found that the paper from Costco, the photo paper from Costco, acts just like Yupo. Not the side you would normally print your photos on, but the back side. You can see it's not as glossy as the front side. It is a little smaller than this pad, but 10 sheets for almost $17, $18.99 for 150 sheets. Guess what I'll be using instead of that pricey Yupo? Another thing is that it's not sticky once the alcohol ink dries. But the alcohol ink moved and ran and did all the wonderful things that alcohol ink does on Yupo. A lot cheaper. Kirkland brand glossy photo sheets. Not the glossy side, but the back side. Works like Yupo. It feels to the touch a little bit smoother than the Yupo, but they act the same. It's a little wider than this Yupo. The camera's not picking that up, but to the human eye, it's a little wider. And so I'll be using that instead of that really pricey Yupo. Next thing is I, like everybody else, exercised my right to shop wherever I choose, and I bought some dyes from Asia, from China. I ordered on 9/21. This one came on 10/7, and it is a big card size dyes. I have here, this is paper I've cut to the size of a card front so that you can get an idea of how much of the card it's going to feel. It's got other layers that I'm waiting to come, and they haven't come. You know, like those $70 dies that, you know, you get 3 and they stack up. Well, this is much less than that. I'm not even going to pay $10 for the 3 of them once they finally all arrive. You can also find these similar type dies, but if you have a Cameo, you can go into the Silhouette Cameo store and find some similar cuts like those. I got this one. I ordered it on 9/22 and it came on 10/6. So the shipping for these so far has been pretty good. Again, it will cut the front of a card. Now the edge does not cut. This edge does not cut. I cut that edge because I wanted to put it, I was using a scrap to test it, but it will make a card front. I got this one, 9/21, got it on 10/5. There are 3 tag dies that have inserts, and they will, the biggest one will fill up a card front nicely. I'm not, and I'm almost thinking that it will hold a gift card, but if not, it will hold another piece of paper, and I'll be happy. Here's, this is gift card size, although I've been using it for paint, and it's a little, it would fit in there, but barely. I mean, not barely, it would barely be held by the cuts that this one makes. And this one creates a pop. I haven't had a chance to cut it, but it creates a pop-up bridge. And I just like things like that. So, got that on 10/5. I got this one on 9/28 from 9/21 when I ordered it. That was incredibly quick, but look what they told customs. But anyway, it is a series of jewel shape cuts. You have a diamond, you have those hexagon type dies, and I cut it and it cuts like butter. Didn't have any issues cutting it in my Vagabond. None of these did I pay more than $2 for. I think this one might have been a little more. Okay. This one came on 10.5 also, and it is a set of coffee theme dies. I'd like to say you've probably already seen it on somebody else's channel, but oftentimes when people say that, I haven't seen it, so I'm going to show it to you anyway. There's a coffee word, there's like an espresso machine, a coffee grinder, coffee pot, a cup that says cafe, a French press, and I think these are like smoke that comes off your cup, or beans maybe, I'm not really sure, haven't cut them yet. And that was all of the tips from the non-frugal crafter. Me and my girlfriend were joking about that because we learned early on that sometimes the things that are inexpensive don't work as well as the things that are more expensive. So then what we try to do is get the expensive thing as cheaply as we can possibly get it. But in this case, with the Yupo paper to the Kirkland photo paper, much cheaper, works just as well, just as good. So as always, I leave you in the hands of the Creator. Have a great day. Be blessed.